Hi Pisces, welcome. Pisces, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that it's a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Whoop. And we're going to go ahead and get started here, Pisces. So, okay, I actually started doing your reading and I got maybe 10 minutes in, a few cards out. And I kept getting distractions, okay? And I also felt some hesitancy around the energy and around the message. So I want to recap what that message was about because I feel it was important. But I also felt the need to start fresh. And so there's this message here, Pisces, about clearing the slate, starting fresh, allowing yourself to have a new year. And I'm not just talking about from a physical vantage point. I'm talking about from an energetic and spiritual standpoint of truly allowing yourself to release any baggage, allow yourself to forgive yourself or others, and not carry any of that negative energy with you into the new year, right? Because you can change location, you can change people, but you take you with you everywhere you go. And if you haven't done the work to clear your mind of things, to relinquish things that you no longer have control over, that no longer serve a purpose for you, then you're going to keep attracting that even into a new year. Different places, different faces, same message, right? So important to clear the energy on a spiritual level too, and give yourself a clean slate to work off of as we go into 2023. So first two cards out are that of Libra and Pluto. Scorpio, Libra energy here for some of you. Could be in your chart or the chart of the person or people you're connecting with. But this is talking about big transformations and changes, especially when it comes to relationships, particularly when it comes to this relationship. Because this energy is talking about finding balance, commonality. It's a mediation type of energy, right? And then this card talks about big shifts, big changes, transformations. Sometimes this can talk about really survival. Okay, I wasn't going to go there with it. But the difference between surviving and thriving, right? This can be a very intense energy as well. So you might be going through some pretty intense changes when it comes to relationships in general, or when it comes to this relationship. So let's get into it and see. Your overall energy is the Six of Cups. I just noticed I can't even see my cards. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Six of Cups here for you, Pisces. So this is talking about the past history, letting go of the past, right? Using the past as a bouncing off tool as opposed to a reference point, okay? And the person you're connecting with has the Ace of Wands, which is talking about inspiration and passion and following what they're inspired for. I also felt that there was this spiritual growth coming in for you, Pisces, particularly around emotional growth, okay, during this upcoming 2023. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. We're going to look at the recent past and see what led up to the now for you, Pisces. Recent past for my Pisces. The Hermit. Judgment, the Nine of Cups. Ooh, the Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords. What is that about? The Page of Wands in the reverse. All right, so Pisces, this is talking about internal self-reflection. And again, there's that message about release, about surrender. And then there's this, like, what's funny is, like, there's this point in time where it feels like, wow, I finally successfully overcame that, or like, I finally let go of that, and then it kind of creeps back up, the heartache of something or the deceit of something, and then it's almost like then you try to kind of bounce back out of it, but it keeps sucking you back in. So there does seem to be like a cyclic pattern here of like kind of feeling like you're over something or like you've overcome something, and then feeling the brute of it again, the pain of it, or it coming back up in your conscious mind, which is interesting because in the first recording that I decided to trash, the message was talking about like, listen, I know like it's like really popular in pop culture right now to like cut people off and ghost people and whatever. And that's all the ego talking, because you can't truly cut people off like that, because we're all connected spiritually and emotionally. What you do to one, you do to all, including yourself. That's just how the universe is set up. We're all part of the collective. And even though we identify as separate individuals in our physical form, the truth is, on a spiritual level, we are all one. And so any pain you put out, whether justified or not justified, always comes back to you, because everyone that you encounter is a part of you. And so that's why, you know, all of those scriptures say, judge not, lest ye be judged. It's because every time you make a judgment about someone else, you're essentially making that same judgment about self. You know, so there was this message about like, while it's good to, you know, place healthy boundaries and you can physically move away from a situation, if you don't also mentally and spiritually do the work of cleansing that situation from your mind and your heart, you have made no progress simply by moving yourself physically away from the situation, right? So it's like things stay active because they're active in our mind and our heart, not necessarily because they're right in front of us, right? So also, I feel like a little sense of irritation, though, showing up as well. And pay attention to that, Pisces. Ask yourself, when you feel irritated the most, what kind of thoughts are you having? Are those thoughts the truth? Does that serve you? Is it bringing you happiness? And if not, you may want to consider redirecting your thoughts or finding a new perspective. And that's what the encouragement is. When we feel negative emotion, that is our emotional guidance system indicating to us that our thoughts are not in alignment with what's best for us, right? With what's best for us. So let's see, person you're connecting with, 9 of Cups, the Lovers, the 8 of Cups, woo! And the Hangman. Some of you have a connection with Capricorn, as I literally just had a song come through that was in the Capricorn reading. If you are, check out the Capricorn reading I did on the last round. So as I dip into this person's energy, I immediately felt an absent-minded energy. So there is like this absent-mindedness going on when it comes to this person. I feel like they are in this space of also, you know, feeling like they've overcome something when it comes to relationships, and like they're leaving that in the past and wanting to manifest some sort of new inspiration or new beginning. And I feel that that is what's coming in for this person, but there's some little hold up here. So there seems to be a hold up, and I literally got that word, like hold up, hold up, hold up. All right, so I'm just going to strictly go with what I'm feeling, channeling. I'm hearing one foot in front of the other. There's something that needs to be reevaluated on an internal level before things can move forward. That's what the holdup is. It's like things are happening external to the connection or external to you and this person, but there's some sort of energetic holdup here. And it has to deal with what I was talking about earlier. And I feel it on both sides. So let's see what the perception is in the current energy. We're going to go into the current energy and see what's going on in the headspace for you first, Pisces, when it comes to this person. So also, okay, so there was another song that I got these same two cards in the reading I did, that I didn't finish for you, Pisces. So there was also a song that came through. You remind me of a girl that I once knew. First of all, that song may be familiar to you. You may randomly hear it. If so, come back to this reading. But also, there was like that reminder of the past, that old version of you, Pisces, that... Yeah, that old version of you that still is a part of you, but it's not who you are anymore. And I'm sorry, I'm getting a lot of other messages. It's almost like you may find yourself, Pisces, losing your train of thought because you're stuck on something, or stuck on some sort of topic that really seems to get you in your emotions or get you in your head. It feels very emotional to me. Very emotional. Whew, okay, and it may or may not at all be related to this connection. I felt a lot of emotion in the Scorpio reading too, so you may also resonate with that if you have Scorpio in your chart. So again, here's some movement forward here. There needs to be some communication when it comes to relationships, or possibly with this connection. But I feel a sense of like closed off energy here. And I literally just heard, I will when I'm ready. So there's like this stubbornness showing up here, Pisces. And I get it's coming from you, but it could also be coming from the person you're connecting with. It's a general read. Swap the roles how you like, but it's a sense of like, not until I'm ready. I'm not going to budge until I'm ready. I'm not going to move forward until I'm ready. This is an important connection. Okay, I can feel that. I also feel that there's something that needs to be said within the connection, but someone here is closed off to that. And like, things cannot move into the right direction until there is some sort of clear communication here. But there's a sense of like pride. And I also heard the word guilt. That may be a factor here as to why, you know, this closed off energy is showing up. But the thing is, I feel you're ready. Okay. Let me see this person's perception of the connection, the Three of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Oh. The Nine of Wands, the Death and Rebirth card. The Five of Swords. So, Pisces, when it comes to this person, I feel like they are... This person is going through some major changes, and they are in the process of learning how to lower their guard and relinquish some of this prideful energy. Both of you are showing up as very headstrong. Okay. But this person is going through some deep transformations and being humbled at the same time. There's definitely like this humbling energy here. But it's not like... what is this about? It's not like they're humbling themselves. It's like life is humbling them. You know, which I guess is essentially the same thing. But it's a sense of like... I'm getting words like lowering themselves, take it down a notch. And I don't know if these are the truth of the situation or opinions, your opinion or their opinion. Remember, opinions are not facts, y'all. I gotta remind myself of that too, because people will be talking like, but that's the truth. Is it, or is that a strong opinion that you have? Because I can promise you, no matter if you're talking about another person, almost never is it 100% factual truth. It is always an opinion. It is. Your opinion of others is variable, and it's all opinion, right? I don't know why I'm going into that, but like, opinions aren't facts. Somebody needs to hear that. Somebody could say like, fact, that's a bad person, right? And then another person be like, no, that's a good person. Well, who's right? You know, we all have good and bad mixed in us, so they're probably both a little right and both a little wrong. I guess my point is, I don't know what my point is. There's something here about like needing to be able to see like the bigger picture of something, that I don't know if like this person is very opinionated or you're being very opinionated, but there's definitely like this strong message here for you or the cross watcher about don't confuse opinions with facts. People's opinions of you are largely to deal with what they have going on internally and very little to do with you as an actual person, right? And same thing with your opinion about others, right? You can't apply it one way and not the other. It's both ways, right? So there's this need here, Pisces, for something to be lighter. And I'm getting the term, take it with a grain of salt. Something to be lighter here in the mood or the connection or this lightening up that's coming through for you or for this person, you know. I definitely feel like this person feels defeated, okay, humbled, especially if there was an ending here, you know, like, and I'm hearing brought to my knees, right? So this was a pretty severe energy that this person has went through. So let's go into the emotional space. Pisces, the emotional space. The Fool. The Moon. The Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Wands. Goodness gracious. So, Pisces, it's almost like they give me the term bipping along. You are like bipping along, you know, feeling like you've done your internal work or you finally released something, feeling like things are going well, and there seems to be like some sort of setback coming through, which happens, and life is very repetitive, right? We don't attain perfection and then maintain perfection our whole life. No, we go through ebbs and flows, times where we're doing good, times where we're doing bad, times where we're on top of things, times where we're not on top of things, right? So it feels like to me like you're kind of going through these ebbs and flows, right? Because there's also a lot of big changes going on in the relationship sector. But on an emotional level here, Pisces, I feel you heavy in your emotions. I just feel that. I feel there's some anxiety here, some worry here about a new beginning. There's also like this guardedness. Ooh. And like... this guardedness and this protectiveness showing up here. I didn't mean to stop, but like there was a huge energy shift. I actually felt my anxiety rise to the point that it was giving me tension right here. I don't know if you guys are experiencing tension in the third eye or the crown. But it was just like, it feels like a lot of extreme, like emotional pulls one way or the other way. Wow. So there is a new beginning coming through, but there is like this guardedness here, skepticism here. So let's see what this person's emotional space is looking like. 7 of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. King of Cups. It's right here. It's right here. It's like a lump in my throat. It's like a, you know, when you have something to say and you can't get it out. Or maybe you've been suppressing something for a while and it's right here. You know what I mean? It just takes one wrong word or one thing to happen and it's like, bleh, it's going to come out. That's what I feel. And listen, I can't tell if that's coming from your side or this person's side. It could very well be coming from the both of you, but it seems intense to me. All right, so there's the 7 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. So Pisces, this person on an emotional level is trying to be patient, trying to, I heard be kind, okay, whether that be to themselves or you or whatever. They're trying to be patient on an emotional level, but there is a lot of emotion going on, okay? A lot of deep emotion going on and some sort of understanding or agreement that this person is wanting or needed in this situation. There's a karmic lesson in this as far as like this person and how they express themselves or their emotional self, okay? Remember I said earlier that this person was like making this progress, right, and manifesting something new, and then there was this holdup, and the holdup is that there's something still inside of this person that is yet to be revealed or resolved and spoken to, okay? So I feel like that's what this like lump in the throat is about. There could be a blocked throat chakra as well, or blocked communication here. Suppression. Definitely suppression. All right, so let's see where this is headed and the most likely future outcome. Seven of Pentacles, the Justice card, the Ace of Cups, the Star, and the 6 of Wands. What the heck? Every time I dip into I'm getting all emotional over here. And somebody left in the comments, they said, if the reader is getting emotional, they're keeping it personal. No. I feel energy, right? Like I am looking at the cards, but I ask my guides for messages. And one way they convey messages to me is through my own emotions, is to letting me feel, you know, who I'm reading for. And I do that in private readings as well. Pick up on the emotion of the other person. We all have the ability to do this, by the way. All of you are intuitive. There's nothing special about me. We are all intuitive. Just some of us don't tap into it. But it's like every time I get into, I'm off my soapbox now. Every time I dip into your energy, Pisces, I feel a lot of emotion. Good, bad, indifferent. But it seems to be welling up. You know what I mean? Like there seems to be a build up right here. Okay. Which often happens before you get this Pluto card of transformation. So I feel like you are balancing out though. So there's this more balanced approach that's coming through in the future energy of kind of stepping back from a situation and investing some time into your growth, into yourself, finding that peace, finding that balance within yourself, reconnecting with your loving self, which brings you into a higher elevation. And when you're in that higher elevation, that's the true success you're looking for. The true success you're looking for is the emotional resolve within yourself. It's got nothing to do with other people or the actions of others or an outcome happening. It has to deal with you coming into alignment with you and allowing yourself to feel that love, to feel that comfort, to have that resolve. Let's go back to the original message. When I did your reading, before I did this one, it was the 12th house of surrender. All right, that's about empathy, compassion, forgiveness, releasing guilt, releasing trauma. That's all internal work. You know what I mean? It's like returning back to the part of you that feels good, which is the natural part of you. It is natural to feel good. It is unnatural to stay outside of that good feeling space. And that's why it feels terrible. It feels terrible when we dwell in those negative emotions, because it's not who we really are. That's not our natural, that's not who we naturally are. We are lovers. We are meant to feel good, and we know this on an innate level. We know this. And so this is like giving yourself the gift of release, of letting bygones be bygones, and allowing yourself to fully be present and look forward to all of the miracles and blessings and beautiful things that want to come in for you in 2023. It's almost like you got a jump start in 2022 and you started to feel like, okay, I'm over this, or I'm over the hump, or like things are going better. And then there seemed to be a setback right towards the end of the year, which is, a lot of us felt that. And now as we go into 2023, it's like what felt like a setback was actually setting you up for a better 2023. There was something still that needed to be resolved inside of you, Pisces, as well as this person. And I feel like January is going to bring that about. And then it's smooth sailing. There's love here. There's wish fulfillment. There's success. There's balance coming to relationships. There's investment here. All beautiful energy. So let's see this person. Is the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, the Ace of Wands. The Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. So this person also is, first of all, they have some sort of karmic lesson that's coming through on an emotional level. After some pretty humbling experiences, okay? And I feel like they're getting some sort of inspiration here because of that. And this inspiration is helping them to build a new foundation, to recommit to themselves, to find what makes them happy. This person is still holding on to, I heard, resentment. So they may also need to go into the space of surrender, of releasing the things that plague their mind. They're holding on to something, and it's no longer serving them. And so I feel like this person is trying, they're like trying to move away from that energy. But again, you take you wherever you go. So they still have, I'm hearing grappling. They still grapple with it from time to time. On an emotional level, because there's something yet left unresolved here. There's something yet unsaid. There's some sort of closure needed within this person, whether it has to deal with you or not, right? There is like this something nagging here at this person that is calling them forward, okay? That's calling them forward to a brighter future. Just like you are being called forward. I actually feel like you seem to have been struggling a little bit more in the past, but then as we go into the present and the future, you seem to be coming into a space of more allowance, of truly letting go of whatever this is. And because of that, Pisces, like there's love coming through. There is wish fulfillment, like I said. But on an emotional level, you've got to allow it in, which means you need to drop your guard a little bit and expect good things to come. This person wasn't struggling as much as you in the past, but like I said, they've definitely been through something that's changed them on a spiritual and an emotional level that they're still coping with. But I feel they are getting ready to break loose of that energy as well. So let's see. Message for you is hope. Message for the cross-watcher. Message for a Pisces person is support, which is interesting, see, because you got the card of support at the beginning and they have the card of support at the end. So both of you may also be looking for supportiveness out of each other, okay, or mirroring that unsupportiveness within each other, right? Because relationships often act as a mirror. So their card says, people come into your life for different reasons. Some you learn from and they move on, while others return often because you need to learn from them. Others remain beside you through your entire life. And then your message is the card of hope. It says, your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you're at a low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there's always hope. So, wow, Pisces, very interesting reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. Zodiac signs that you may be connecting with or have in your own birth chart. I have Scorpio here. I have Libra, Gemini. Cancerian energy, Aquarius, Libra again, Pisces, Aries. Aries again, Libra again, and Virgo. Could have any of those in your chart, or like I said, be dealing with someone with those in your chart. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos and content over there. Tarot Time with Dana, all of it linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section where you can find the donation link. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so there. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Pisces. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.